Hi, welcome to BizSight 365. My name is Ranjit Charles with Biz Technologies, and I'm going to be your tour guide to walk you through the quote creation process, and then once that quote is accepted by the customer, and then converting it to a sales order, and then its journey from being from a sales order all the way to an invoice. With that said, we will go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and click on the customer left navigation, and that expands the menu for the customer. And note that you can create the quote from there, sales order from the menu. Here we're going to focus on the quote. At the customer field, I'm going to select a customer. In this case, I'm going to choose our Alpine Ski House. The date of your quote, the delivery date can all be changed and are selected. The payment terms that you anticipate for the customer. And under shipping detail, there is more information where you can define the shipping address, the price levels, and so on. We're going to select a few items. Let's go ahead and select that adult ski package, and I'm going to change the quantity. The system defaults the quantity of 1. I'm going to offering 5 for this customer. Let's go ahead and select some ski boots, and let's go ahead and add one more item to this order. Some ski poles. And I am also going to put a note that will be visible to the customer on their invoice. And I'm choosing external notes to do that. And notice that the note just shows up as another line within the quotation. I'm also going to put another memo that is going to show up at the bottom of the invoice. The previous external memo was item specific. We're going to preview this quote. Looks good. And when you preview it, there are many different templates, so you can use a different one, or you can modify, something like this to fit your own needs. And you can email this quote to the customer. The email address typically comes from the contact that is tied to the customer, or the primary contact. In this case, this particular contact did not have one, so let's go ahead and email that. We're actually using an option to attach a PDF quote. With that, we're done. We've saved it. We'll go and look at the list just to make sure, just for this exercise, we know, all right, there it is, that it is what we created, our quote number 104. Now that we have it, I'm going to convert this. I can convert it to a sales order. I can reject it. I can actually take it straight from here to an invoice. Typically, your customer has responded back to you saying, hey, I like it. I either want the complete quote with all the line items, or maybe they can choose the ones that they want. And I can also print. Now that it's a sales order, notice in the far right it says sales order. I can print pick lists or packing slips. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and print a sales order. And again, this is a pick list. And maybe I choose to print for this particular case, I think I still printed a pick list. Let's go ahead and we're going to continue to navigate to saving the order here. And now that it is a sales order, I could have printed it, or print pick list, packing list, or printed a sales order acknowledgement or a confirmation. And there's our sales order. So let's go ahead and click on it and open it. It basically used the next available sales order number. All the information from the quote has transferred now to the sales order, and the sales order continues through its process of probably waiting for inventory or manufacturing it, or just picking, packing, and shipping the products out to the customer. Then now we're ready to invoice the customer. Go to Convert, and I'm going to choose Convert to a invoice, and now the order converts itself to an invoice. Now, in the previous case, if there were any back orders, then only the available quantity moves to the invoice process, and then you can come back and ship out the back order quantity. So there's our invoice. Let's go ahead and close that. And we're ready to save the invoice. And I can email if I wanted to. This will basically, once again, choose some default settings. It will create a PDF out of the invoice that you want to attach. We also have the ability to send an HTML email embedded in the invoice. Embedded in the email. And at this point, we're going to email, and then you will see that the email is sent out successfully to the customer or the contact that is on the particular invoice. So with that, our process is complete. The invoice has been saved, and what we're going to do is just take a few minutes to show you that this process is complete. You can actually run reports and look at this. That completes our process. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for looking at BizTechnologies 365, and I'm looking forward to sharing more in other videos.